One of the biggest sensations to sweep the gaming world over the last few generations of consoles has been the popularization of the Souls-like. And while Demon's Souls was their first foray into this formula, developer From Software made the genre famous with its landmark title Dark Souls, and would continue expanding on this success with 2 sequels, Bloodborne, Sekiro: Shadows Die Twice, and most recently Elden Ring. This decade-long focus to formula has many people unknowing of the very niche series that the developer had been neglecting, the Armored Core series. With its last numbered title coming out 11 years ago on PS3, can From Software reignite passion into this staple mech battler? Now, I don't have any footage from Armored Core 5, even though I did play it quite a bit back in the day. I will tell you the biggest change gameplay-wise that Armored Core 6 brings to the series is 3-dimensional movement. While boosting and jumping were able to be used in the original games, the use of the vertical element in combat in 6 is unbelievably vital to surviving the combat placed in front of you. Combat has become much faster paced as well because of it. When watching the first gameplay trailer, I was like, this isn't Armored Core, this is Gundam Shadows Die Twice. But fuck me if it doesn't work really well. Gundam fans are going to be falling all over themselves to get their hands on this, because this game is a better Gundam game than any Gundam game that's come out recently. Like, for real, what is this? What is this? It also isn't a Souls-like. While there are numerous things that mirror the Souls games, stamina management, solid dodge mechanics, tough boss fights, limited healing items, crash course, and Excel spreadsheets, it steps away from the Souls-like formula with no loss of materials on death, and level-based missions in lieu of an open world that the original games used. It even gives you back your healing items on respawn, which I personally feel is a mechanical overlook due to many times having the opportunity to just die in order to regain repair items when set up against a boss without getting a resupply. The game also has a solid focus on builds. There is no leveling up, only replacing parts of your mech with better parts as you progress through the game and buy or locate them. And despite the absolute broken nature of the Zimmerman shotguns, there are lots of builds available to you to go about your battles. Whether you prefer the low mobility, high health tank tread mechs, look at them go! Or the low health, high mobility dancers, as I like to call them, there is a build here for everyone. And the game encourages experimentation with a simulator to test your builds, along with the ability to replay your missions and earn more credits to buy more parts.
Hey, what about the story?
It's pretty good. Much less vague than FromSoft's used to putting out. However, there's a much deeper story present in the background that you can learn through lore books in the world.
I thought you hated lore books.
Yeah, when key understanding of core plot points are contained in them. But you can understand what's happening without them in this game. The planet Rubicon is home to a resource called coral. A calamity happened years ago called the Fire of Ibis that destroyed the surface of the planet. Now, corporations are returning to the planet to exploit it for its coral and lost technologies, and you're an independent mercenary working for the highest bidder while also pursuing a deeper objective. However, there's a much deeper storyline to be discovered by piecing together the lore puzzle that FromSoft is so phenomenally good at creating regarding the nature of the coral and the ethics of its use, with more levels and story being unlocked the more times you play. Core plot points, present. Deeper story, go figure it out. I'm cool with that. And unlike most devs, FromSoft doesn't feel like they're being lazy by leaving out these story elements. They also meet just the right level of necessity to bring the story across. Small snippets of dialogue bring across characters, their motives, and personality while never even giving them a face. Without spoiling, they have done some of the best mental manipulation in the gentlest way that I have not seen since Would You Kindly in BioShock, helping you develop an emotional relationship with the absolute broest of bros. I also have to mention the insane level of customization that you can go into with these mechs. With the decal editor that brings me back to the days of Midnight Club Dub Edition, and the weapon editor from Black Ops 3. That goes to show how hard some games have regressed when it comes to customization, and FromSoft has been exploiting in their last few games, for better or for worse. Which is kind of crazy, given all this customization, and the hardest boss of this game is absolutely a ripoff of Gundam Cubile. Yeah, I know my mechs.